What is up, Pump Fake Pod? We are back. We are back. We are back.
What up? What up?
Elliot is back. How the hell are we? Everyone in the chat, thanks for tuning in to the Pump Fake Pod. It was a fire episode Friday. Elliot, I got to say, man, you missed a memorable one. I was pretty drunk, had drinks, I'll say, and it was a good one. Trevor was having some drinks, and it felt like chat was on fire, man. So it was a good one.
Yeah, unfortunate to miss the banger of it. I woke up early the next morning and was seeing all those text messages, and then I was throughout the day just kind of was busy all day with doing some family stuff, and but kept seeing some like screenshots of the night before, and I would just dying laughing. So it was freaking unfortunate to miss that show, but man, I heard y'all had a good time, and then obviously, you had a great day. I think 46 and 34. So shout out to you. So not only do you give entertainment, but you give winners as well.
Someone's got to do it. As much as it's entertainment and content, but I would have taken a 46-34, not quite 47 and 37 on Saturday. So a fun one there. I made a little bit, and then it's 9 and 6 today, starting off a new month because now it's a new month on the year. You go to the pick sheet, January 496 and 426, 16.6 units. December, November. I mean, come on, this is what we're talking about. We're not here to just fuck around. On the year, 1,067. 876 and 1 plus 61.38 units. You probably could be up more because I bet only half units, but some of the losing days could be harder at times. So that is the point of doing half units, slow and steady. But I'm having a absolute memorable year, if not my best, even after having some solid seasons. And we owe the Pump Fake Pod, we owe the chat. Let's go! It was a fire Saturday. And our rhythm play of the day of Santa Clara, -9.5, gets through as well. So shout out our good old friends over there at Rhythm. They are a great partner, have been an outstanding partner. And we've done a rhythm play of the day all season, sitting at 32 and 22 now. And they've been giving strong plays. You know what I'm going to say. They pick everything on the slate, every prop. Make sure to use them for the Super Bowl bets next weekend. Use NBA bets before the time goes up. I think they stop playing with All-Star break or whatever. I don't even know. I'm so out of touch with NBA, but especially how bad the Pacers are. Yeah, they have it all. Make sure to go to Rhythm and use it for college next year, college football and NFL next season. So make sure to get tuned up. They got tons of MLB. Like I said, they pick every single game, every single prop. And the other night they were hitting on NBA props, 9-1 win rate.
Golf as well. Don't forget.
Golf as well.
I gave out first day. The algorithm's probably still computing. The Aaron Wise play was not so wise, but we'll be back here on Wednesday, and I'll hit you guys with another golf play potentially here on Wednesday night. But yeah, golf is I'm excited to kind of utilize it for the first year here for golf. So looking forward to that for sure.
Yeah, I mean, we all love golf. Playing it, watching it is even fun too. Just put it on there, and I feel like it's my sport of the summer for sure. And we had some good golf. We've had some guys just coming out of nowhere a little bit. Rhythm's been guessing it, so yeah, use golf as well. And Elliot on a Wednesday episode for a good old Thursday slate mid-major pod. We'll be chopping it up because also on Wednesday night we will be talking to our Rhythm CEO Megan as well before we go give all of our picks out over the entire slate. But she'll be giving out picks as well, so maybe we'll have to talk about the golf pod play right at the front of the pod, Elliot. So be ready to go Wednesday night. Let's go, man. Can't wait.
Anyway, I'm ready for it.
Anywho, we had a good weekend, man. I know that you kind of had a little weekend off a little bit, which is always good, always a little to get away. But I know that you knew what was going on. I mean, Saturday started out super hot. I was 9-5 with Stony Brook outright. Wake Forest no bet list for sure. Winthrop got it done. Marquette team total under somehow got it done after having 41 in the first half. Cincinnati's team total under, no sweat. And how about UCF outright here, winning 88-80 against Texas Tech, plus 6.5. Get out of here. Central Florida dominates. I felt like
I need my
wire.
I'm gonna, and I'm gonna bring out my shirt. Fuck the points. We don't need them.
Nope.
Hopefully, when we'll get that merch coming soon. That'll be my first trademark shirt. Fuck the points.
I love it. Texas A&M. Let's go. I had Georgia, but Texas A&M, man, they are rolling. 17-4 on the year. Have they even lost a game in the SEC outside of Tennessee? No. So they're absolutely rolling under Bucky Ball, and they got a gauntlet ahead: Florida and or Alabama and Florida this week, and then Missouri, and then Vanderbilt. So and not too bad of a schedule on the way out. I think A&M will be competing up there at the SEC, and better rank these sons of bitches.
Yeah, and then some mid-major games that I was kind of watching throughout the day. Vermont loses at home outright to NJIT.
NJIT plus 13.5. Too easy. We were wasted. We were singing 50 Cent. Oh, AO Technology. She won't, man. She won't. We wasted.
Hey, once again, fuck the points.
Technology, baby. Let's go.
We don't need them.
Let's freaking go. Yeah, man, great mid-major games all around. And I feel like they did a good job showcasing them this time around too. Valpo, Indiana State went to overtime. Valpo plus the points. Everyone's like, "Oh, this line stinks." Trevor's like, "This line stinks." Well, no, we got to ride the Darlings and Roger Powell, baby. They went outright 76-72 in overtime. Some great last-minute heroics there from the Beacons. And I do want to shout this play out. Utah State gets hooked. I got hooked. I don't know, depending on what line you got. I had minus 5.5. They only win 71-66. Did take Utah State live money line with my buddy, and he was like, "What is this place?" He goes, "They are rocking." I introduced him to Logan, Utah. Everybody, he was absolutely impressed. I'm like, this may be one of the best places to watch college basketball, especially as a junkie. And if you're a fan of Utah State, you're going to be absolutely jumping. So yeah, I'm glad to tell my buddy about a good old Utah State home court advantage.
You gotta introduce him to the best. That's for sure.
Yep, absolutely. North Carolina, Georgia Tech's overhit. Hofstra came back and got Monmouth. That line stunk. Hampton team total under hit. Towson dominates, wins 82-50. They are a roller coaster of a team, man. But finally, Towson actually showed some defense here.
Oh yeah, for sure. And then the fog is going to be the fog. KU gets it done. Belt's ass there in the first half, and then kind of played with their food a little bit. Again, Darren Peterson goes out, sits out kind of the end of the game. So had to see what happens with that. But BYU fought back. I think Richie Saunders, the grandson of the Tater Tot, had 33 points, 6 of 14 from three, but yeah, couldn't get it done. Yeah, that's tough, Ken. Looks like Ken had Peterson's points over and freaking lost it, but KU comes through. The fog's always the fog. Easy play there. I think it was like minus 3.5. For a second, I thought he was, gonna get backdoored and not take care of business there. But once again, just like the Iowa State game, they took care of business, got a win there. So shout out to the fog being the fog, unfortunately. I wish it wasn't that way, but hey, I'm not going to be stupid enough and just be stubborn enough to not bet it.
I've been on the fog. You and I have been riding the fog. pretty heavily together. But yeah, and that, I mean, whatever that YouTube comment, yeah, sometimes it is a 2-on-1, but and it has been at Kansas. But I did take BYU against my better judgment. Felt off a little bit about that, but game day fog. What an idiot I am, but not an idiot. Got the Red River rivalry right, baby. Texas wins by 10. They were down. Classic Porter Mosier. No problem at all. Texas wins, and I had to bet Wisconsin because somebody on this podcast has to bet Wisconsin. They beat Ohio State. Trevor's like, our team sucks. Well, dude, have you watched Ohio State? They are atrocious. Wisconsin wins by 10. Arizona State, money line, first half, sprinkle. Oh, it voids. They tie 38-38. Absolute void. Take a push.
They get you the winner on the hook though. Plus 14.5, lose by 14. They knew what they were doing.
They lost by 13
or 13 plus 13.5, right?
Yeah, so they would. Yeah, I had Arizona State plus 8.5 first half. I thought that they'd only be able to compete in the first half, which was a correct cap by the Pump Fake Pod here. A couple other hooks: Longwood plus 10.5. I got Marshall on the road right. Lindenwood money line hits.
Man, Lindenwood, man, they're good. And that OVC, force to be reckoned with. And then, yeah, that Marshall one was kind of surprising. I know Arkansas State, has been a solid team. Marshall on the road, I wasn't expecting, I thought it was going to be a very close game, but I didn't expect a, 10, 12-point win for them. And they kind of commanded that game and dominated.
9, who's counting, though? Western Kentucky, Middle Tennessee. Western Kentucky goes into Middle Tennessee outright. Rivalry game, 65-60 in a battle.
I will say one of the easy plays of the day was definitely Kennesaw State minus the 2.5 against the struggling New Mexico State squad. They have not been the same here in the last 2-3 weeks, and you were able to back Kennesaw State at home, laying the 2.5. I think they ended up winning by 20 plus. So shout out to them. Shout out to the Owls getting it done. That was an easy, no sweat.
The books love New Mexico State. I could not figure out that line either, brother. So I took Kennesaw there as well. I mean, how can we not talk about the one of the best games of the night, if not the year? Double OT over there at Pauley Pavilion. What did I tell you about that short, bald, bitch motherfucker Mick Cronin? He is a whiny little fuck. I don't have to be drunk to say that. I don't like that guy. Don't like him. Pretty funny soundbite on Friday night. I mean, do we need to? I just said everything that we needed to be said. Trevor's like, I use off of their Super Bowl win. Well, this is fucking basketball. This isn't a Super Bowl. We beat Purdue. It's expected to beat Purdue. Mike Woodson beat Purdue plenty of times, so don't you worry. But this is such a fucking little bitch. I'm so tired of his fucking antics. His little short ass, bald fuck Mick Cronin is such a loser bitch. He is a fucking loser bitch. He cries all the time. He's never won anything in the world. I can't stand that guy. I fucking hate him. He constantly just cries all the time. The Big Ten this, the Big Ten that. Well, guess what? Don't go to the Big Ten. Oh, you went to the Final Four and you lost on a half-court shot? Yeah, we had to suffer through just your dad being shown throughout the whole game. Awful behavior. Mick Cronin in his last 3 years. Anywho, fucking Mick Cronin. That guy sucks. He was whining at the end of the year. IU outright. Oh, and then John Rothstein. Oh, Mr. Robot Rothstein is like sitting there like, oh, well, this is a terrible call. When have you ever commented on officiating games? You are a shrill as well, John Rothstein. Get the Pump Fake Pod on Inside College Basketball because no one wants to listen to you, much less look at you. I can't stand Rothstein. Anywho, that is my, he's got some great quotes. Well, I don't give a shit. At least he knows ball. I'll give him that. Much respect to Rothstein, but at
least he watches basketball. I will say that.
Right, he knows his ball. Wally Zerbiak, you can suck a dick. Basically, but yeah, get out of here. Everyone's pissed about the Hoosiers. I told you they had to get one. They had to get one out west, and I got it right. UCLA, they will lose to USC, though, next game.
Yeah, once again, fuck the points. Speaking of another game, fuck the points. Shout out to Chicago State. Got it done against your beloved Mercyhurst.
We'll skip that. Well, take that back. Let's reverse that.
I'm sorry. I got to shout out Chicago State, though. That was their I mean, I know they got the one D1 win against Loyola Chicago, but they had losers of 10 in a row, were 0 in conference, 0-8. Got it done at home. Won it outright. So shout out to the Cougars and shout out to CJ Ray from Chicago State. 37 points, 10 rebounds, double-double, massive double-double for Chicago State.
31 points on 78 points. Very good.
37 points.
37 points, excuse me, on 78 points. So unbelievable. And shout out Bernie Blunt. Bernie Blunt, he's a friend of he's a good guy. Good guy. Good friend. But yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, I've had a shit day too. I mean, not a bad day on betting, 9-6, but just one of those days and hit the winter blues kind of hard. But it was nice knowing that it's February 1st. It keeps creeping up, and February goes quick because we got February, March, baby. Conference tournament season as well. George Mason outright. What a comeback win. Unbelievable comeback win against St. Bonaventure. Tony Skinn, he's a tough motherfucker.
Speaking of the other George Washington.
Oh,
golly, at home by what, 14, 15?
Yeah, dude, their team total over was a sharp ass play for sure.
Damn, man. I did not see that one coming. That was a shocker of the day for sure. One of the shockers of the day.
I hit him with minus 11.5. Magpie sucks. We know Elliot would come on and be like Magpie. That's what I was like. I think I said that, and then I was like, lay it or team total over. Checks the picks page. What I do, but anyway, fuck them. But we got Oklahoma State right. That was solid. South Dakota at home catching 8.5. Fuck you, books. That's ridiculous.
Hey, I thought that was when that went to overtime. I was like, oh no, they're gonna go. North Dakota State's gonna go on like a 15-2 run to win overtime, and they're gonna win by 13 or some shit.
Unbelievable. Bradley, great win against Drake. Stopped Drake's little run. And then how about Kentucky, man? Plus 7.5. Another one to keep the points there. Tega Owe goes 24-8-3. Kentucky shoots above 50% from the field off the entire game. They win 85-77. I felt they controlled that entire game for the most part, tempo-wise and just momentum-wise, I think, too. I felt like Arkansas just couldn't get in there and get past what Kentucky was doing, and Kentucky was ready to go. And Kentucky's kind of been playing some good basketball as of late for the most. Outside of the Vanderbilt game, easy one. Touch money. Get out of here. Fucking what a joke. But they picked it up, and they got some money down there at a very heavily money-producing school, and Tyson Chicken and Bud Walton.
Yeah, I know it's 3 years removed, but it seems like Kentucky just comes out and plays with fucking extra fuel every time against Calipari. I don't know what it is, but it's always like that.
Has it been 3?
It's been 3 or no 2.
Last year I think was the first.
It was just last year, so yeah,
right.
Going on, yeah. So after this year, but still, I mean, you would think that last year was probably the year for them to coming out, as you always say, piss in their vinegar in their piss, whatever you say.
Yeah. You get your ass kicked by 25 points and don't score even 60, and you're Kentucky and you make $27 million roster. I mean, you better come out playing with some vengeance for sure. Illinois, Chicago, outright winners. Fuck the points. Another one, easy. They're in Carbondale. I heard. Oh, yeah, fuck Carbondale. The fuck. Creighton, though, plus 8.5. That was a stupid winner. Not winner. Battle of the Purple. Washington gets it done against Northwestern. That was an easy one. Northwestern just had scored 90-something points. against Penn State. Boom, bada bing, bop, boom, bop, bam. Belmont, lay it. Tennessee, lay it. Santa Clara, rhythm play of the day comes home. How about my guys in Pacific? How about my guy Pacific? I love Pacific. I know they lost, but they cover the 5.5 in War Memorial. Impressive cover. And then Gonzaga, I go against my St. Mary's boys. I laid it with Gonzaga minus 8.5. Got
by the hook
to end the night. Wyoming money line was solid though, so it was a great night. End of the night. I think my worst part of the stretch was around the 2 p.m. games, and then I picked it back up towards the night. But outside of that, it was a fun one and solid. I was sitting somewhere around 25 and 26, so ending 47 and 37. Hopefully tailed my night plays more so. And then let's go to today, I guess, some quick ones because we had some fire ones on today. All around CBS Sports Network. Love them. My dad's like, I'm watching Furman Chattanooga. Let's go. Shout out Dad. Furman did not bet, had Chattanooga picked, but they win at home. I took Alabama plus 8.5. I knew that was a stupid bet, but I woke up a little late. I was, you know what? They were fighting for a little bit, but the swamp swamped them. Florida wins 100-77. Alabama, man, they'll get bounced early.
That was a fun little back and forth little interview battle.
Yeah, what was that about?
With Nate Oates and Todd Golden, just with the Bediako coming back and playing for Alabama, and then basically Todd Golden was like, "Oh, we're still going to kick their ass," and then it was hilarious. Just the whole interaction leading up to the game, and then sure enough, Florida came out and kicked their ass. But yeah, I agree with One Cross. It kind of got out of hand right at the very, very end. But still, it was kind of that 20-3 run to end or to start the second half, and then it kind of had no real chance when they're up by 23 after that. So
yeah, and that was the G League dropout chant, man. You could hear like one guy like audibly yelling it too, like just losing his entire voice structure. Let's go, Be Custom. We know you love the show. Thanks for tuning in. I was just talking shit that other day when you said that, but yeah, Illinois, good one there. Illinois beats Nebraska. It was a big one.
Hey, shout out Keaton Wagler, Kansas City's own.
Dude's a dog, man. Dude is a dog.
Not phased as a freshman. Not phased by the big moment. They always give him the ball when it's 5 seconds left on the clock. He hits freaking clutch shots. Struggled in that first half, but bounced back. I think had 23 of his 28 in the second half. Whew.
New month, I had to win. Started 1-3 with that Alabama bet. Siena got home. Maryland plus 15.5. Wah, wah, wah. What an idiot. Purdue, I had a feeling, but I was like, come on. Purdue dominated. Fletcher Lawyer with 30 points, 29 points. He heard what the internet was saying about him and social media. He was reading his critics, and he hit him with the Bob Knight. When my time on earth is gone, bury me upside down so my critics can kiss my ass. Boom. So I started 1-3, 2-4, because I got Tulsa minus 6.5, and then just another awful bet. I'm like, what am I doing to start the month? 2-4. Kansas State plus 13.5. Holy shit, they are horrible.
I told you, man.
They're gonna be great crown tournament guys, though, for sure. I'll play great.
I told you before the show, man. You should have texted me. I would have told you to lay off. There's some weird stuff going with this K-State team, man. Just not very good. Iowa State is really good. Be Custom, but it's not just all because Iowa State's really good. When you got a top 20 NIL budget, and you're dead last in the Big 12, and you've got issues on the team, people leaving the team, taking leave of absences, 1-8 in the Big 12. It's just not good, man. Not good, not good. Yeah, I was. Uh, Anytime you're about to bet K State, just text me real quick so I could either say yes or no, because I would have stayed away from that game
I'll say yes.
with a 50 freaking foot pole today. Um, it was just bad, man.
I don't know anything. This is all allegedly, but greed is one hell of a drug. And I will say this: it is not money that is the root of all evil. It says in the Bible, it is for the love of money is the root of all evil. Unfortunately, for K State, money ain't working in the octagon of doom. And let's talk about it because he's 10-11. You guys were 16-17 last year. How much was that roster? How much did you guys pay Coleman Hawkins?
Oh, $2 million man, I think.
Doug McDaniel?
800,000, close to $1 million.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, I mean we're sitting at, like, I think this year roster construction like $8 million, maybe a little less, but top 20 in the nation, top 4 in the Big 12. Then you got teams like Iowa State who don't have near that, and look what they're doing. So it's proven that you can still do a lot with less. And it's clearly not what it's not happening under Tang for sure.
You guys also though completely forgot about this last year though is you guys went into Ames and won as beat the number 3 Iowa State, beat Kansas and then Arizona. So you guys had a run a little bit. I do remember that. I think we watched that Arizona game. You were in town for that. But let's be honest, Marquise Noel completely saving Jerome Tang's reputation. He'd be gone without Marquise
Noel and Keontae. Yeah, 100%.
He would be gone. It's a classic good team getting the transfer portal, and Marquise Noel was so fun. The whole aura of Kansas State, it was a good vibe. And then it's always a classic like back to the NIT kind of bullshit. So I get that, but Marquise Noel, whole reason for K State. But yeah, that's never again. I'm not touching them. I put UGG on the pick sheet. If you guys caught that,
I will say
hopefully that got him. You didn't bet Kansas State because I put UGG next to mine.
I will say $18 million buyout. So we'll see if
I don't know if I mean you guys got good alumni money though, right? I think so.
We'll see if the people pay the piper and get him out of here this year. I'm not quite sure, or if they're just gonna embrace it for another year. I don't know. It's just interesting. But
I would get your fucking shit to get Josh Shirts from St. Louis.
Yeah, or you can just head on right down the street there, and you got good old Washburn D2, number 1 in the nation, 20-0. Coach there, we could bring him in. Obviously, it would be a lot cheaper. But there's options, but I don't know. It'll be interesting. Brett Ballard's the Ichabod's coach there at Washburn, so that could be a potential. But man, a lot of issues. Unfortunate for sure. I think you said it. You kind of caught lightning in a bottle with that first team of bringing in 12 different people and transfer wise, and then obviously you see that trying to do that every single year and buying players is just not going to be good enough. You can't just buy talent. You got to have good roster construction. This year, we've really struggled with our bigs. And it showed, and I think we'll just continue to struggle. There's rumblings that we might just lower the NIL budget for basketball, maybe, put more of our chips in the football bucket instead, and then just kind of let it be what it be for the next couple of years because of the massive buyout, but we'll see what happens.
Interesting. And highest NIL teams when it comes to basketball, you can probably name the ones: Kentucky, Duke, North Carolina, Arkansas, Michigan, Indiana, Louisville, BYU, Texas Tech, St. John's, maybe. Kansas potentially, but not as much as you'd expect. So it's always different. I mean, some people would go more into the football and whatnot, but it's about the alumni too. That's when the alumni comes in and steps up. That's who you want buying teams. The alumni's got to come in and step people up. Yeah, UConn, yep. So yeah, dude. It was outside of that though. Then it turned for me. Ending the night 9-6 after starting 2-4. Colorado on the money line, no sweat. TCU going into elevation. Penn State first half money line, that was the right cap. Just took Penn State. I felt like they'd come out hot. Was kind of worried about them in the second half. I'm glad I didn't have to worry about it because they still got it done, but they only win by 2 points, giving up 44 second half points. So,
Mark, I will say, Brennan, Mark Pope is a lucky man coming from BYU and then getting over to Kentucky, the two highest paid NILs for college basketball, BYU and Kentucky. And they've got the bread, man, not paid by the churches. It's literally paid for by a shit ton of companies that a lot of people there kind of in that Salt Lake area, Utah Valley area have. There's a lot of things. I think even Pepsi is owned by is a BYU alum. I think Goldman Sachs, one of the big banks, I believe that one is BYU as well. So there's a bunch of companies and a bunch of inventions. Shit, I mean, you got a grandson of the fucking inventor of the tater tot is on the damn team, dropping 33 points against Kansas. So
salute to his grandpa for the tater tot, man. Let's go. That's a nice and what he just looked at potatoes, was like, let's get this shit figured out. I love it. Quinnipiac money line comes through at Fairfield on the road. Is a good spot for Quinnipiac. Fairfield had it most of the way. Quinnipiac goes in and robs the bank, as Illinois said, against Nebraska. We talked about that. UW Milwaukee's team total comes through. Tulane plus 9.5 comes through. Another banger. Keep the points, Elliot, as you like to say. Told my dad I'm getting ready to watch East Tennessee State Wofford. I was like, East Tennessee State's going to get it done. It's who I took. Bang. Winner on the road. Wofford was just being foolish at the end of their game. Hacking, flagrants. ETSU's defense steps it up. They really suffocated Wofford. And then Iowa minus 10.5 takes it home as well too.
Oh yeah, but it starts 32 ball, 32.7 assists. Had a fantastic game. They got it done. Blew out Oregon by 18. Yeah, Brennan, highest paid to no surprise, AJ DeBonsa from BYU, of course, 4.2 mil. And I will say another one that I just thought of, BYU Marriott. They are also owned by a BYU alum.
I mean, the church has got to send some cash too, right? Like the freaking.
I'm sure, but just a lot of businesses like that, you know. Marriott, Crumble Cookie. I mean, you see a bunch of the Crumble Cookie guy, Marriott, just a bunch of fucking big ass companies.
The Mormons, they love sugar. The Mormons love sugar, if anything, for sure. JT Toppin, 2.9 million. Cam Boozer, 2.2. Yaxa Lendenberg, 2.1. Morez Johnson, 2.1. Jaden Quaitons, 2 mil. Braden Smith, 1.8. Kingston Fleming, 1.7. This is NIL valuation, by the way. So not even sure if that's actual a stat, but it's interesting to see who the highest paid players are for sure. And there's good ones for sure. They should be paying these guys. Interesting there. Find that all interesting that they're Bonsta 4.1 mil. Unbelievable. Carson Beck 4.9 million. Man, what a fucking loser too. Anywho,
the problem is he brings a good point. I mean, with why leave college at that point? Well, if you look at it, if you're DeBonsa, you're the number one rookie. You're probably getting like 13 and a half, 14 mil first year. As the number one pick, as a top 5 pick, you're getting, probably at for sure double of what he's making there at BYU. So that's why you would probably move on to the NBA, just because it's truly a lot more money still. But I agree. It's one of those things where I think we might start seeing people stay if they're kind of like not a top 10 draft pick. And if they have eligibility, why would you not stay? Stay and make a million, make a few more, and then they're probably making more just in not only just the NIL stuff, but ads, sponsorships, things like that.
Yeah, I mean, let's see how it kind of works. I think that's where we're going to see some of these mid majors even step up for sure. Not really worried about it at all. So, do want to say a little fun stat before the weekend as well. Forgot UConn 11-0 in Big East play. It's actually their best start since 1998-99, which was a national championship season for them. And then Iowa State, we already talked about it. It was a historic win for them, their largest win. So, and the largest defeat for Tang. But yeah, what a weekend. Had some good storylines here. I'll share it one more time because you know me, I like to tout. But guess what? I don't give a shit because to do it for free, that's what we have to do. We have to win. We like to win. Saturday, 47-37, 9-6, made 5 units total. Basically, I made 1 point, like 1-4 today. Got a couple juice money line hits, so not quite the full shabam, but 1,006-7, 876, kind of flipped 6-7, and won that one push. Find it so funny over how many bets we got there. Over 2,000 bets, and we got one push. Not quite 2,000 bets. Wait, yes. 61.38. Not quite 2,000. We're basically 2,000. 61.38 units. Let's freaking go. Absolute bangers in the chat. We got a new Friday or new month, February. Have not had a losing month yet on the picks history. Second tab. Go look at the picks history. Go check that out. You can kind of see the rise up a little bit. Always had a losing month, though, in every season I've done. So let's keep the freaking ball rolling for sure on February. And we did today, and we're going to tomorrow for Monday. Tomorrow night, we will be live, same time, start time for Super Tuesday. Wednesday, we will be earlier, 10:30 Eastern Wednesday for our rhythm show. And then probably Tuesday, same time as well. So, but Wednesday, 10:30 Eastern for a schedule change. And we'll probably go a little live earlier on Friday as well, too, like we did. So, yeah, that was a fun one. Let's get into it.
Shall we?
Hallam, got a little Trevor fan here. No Trevor, can't watch. Yeah, he's not here tonight. Likewise, I try to catch live when I can. King D, my guy. Sorry, Southern Indiana. Did not come through. Shitheads. Classic. Giving us bullshit times. Yeah, basically, we're all 5 minutes late. Got to get the slides in. It take a long time to load up. Damn technology. North Carolina Central laying 3.5 against Maryland Eastern Shore at 4 p.m. Baby. I'll lay it, I think. Is this game even still at 4 p.m.? Yeah. It's saying 4 p.m. on one app. I'm seeing 8 p.m. I'm not really quite sure. UMez, after their win streak, loses to Delaware State. Same with North Carolina Central at Howard. I don't think that they'll lose twice at home here. They're laying points. This is damn near for first place in the MEAC. I will lay it with North Carolina Central.
Yeah, I'm right there with you. I'm going to lay it with North Carolina Central here. I think we can. It'll be all right to back Lavelle Moten and company here at home. Wouldn't go much higher though, because I feel like this game is going to be pretty close. UMez off that 4-0 start and just dropped that game to a terrible Delaware State team. Don't know if you bet that on Saturday.
No,
um,
no. 80 something bets. No.
yeah. But I think they lose 2 in a row here. It might be one of those spots where North Carolina Central can get it done. I'll bet it. I think they're the better team, better program. So give me the Eagles here and Lavelle Moten, better coach. Let's bet them -3.5.
Well, shout out. I think it's Brennan that likes the Score app. Brennan, the Score app is telling me 4 p.m. Eastern, but I'm seeing on Pickett 8 p.m. So who knows? Who knows?
I'm seeing on Rhythm 3:30 p.m. So we'll see.
And I want to.
We'll see when the game's actually tipped.
Fuck. What? This game may just be like a phantom game. They might just simulate it like it's war games. 2 legs are fun. Yeah, for sure. And I find it funny. I think my first year I was gambling, I had no idea what I was doing. I also did hit Tiger Woods. Like one of my first bets hit Tiger Woods to win the Masters. The second time, or not second time, but his return time in 2019. That was fun. That kind of got me going, and I would only do parlays. Took me a while to figure it out. That's what they want you. They don't want you figuring it out. And then once you figure it out, they kick you off for the most part. Try to get a VIP little like agent for at least for like DraftKings, Caesars, FanDuel. There's always some good agents that can keep you in the loop, and that way you can go to them versus their bullshit customer service. Gardner Webb versus Charleston Southern. We're off to a hot start here in the podcast. Charleston Southern laying 16.5. I see over under is 157.5. Gardner Webb are they the worst team in college basketball?
One of. I think Mississippi Valley State's probably a bit worse, but yeah.
They only lost by 10 against Charleston Southern at home, by the way, 89-79 on New Year's Eve.
I know, but now you've got freaking Charleston Southern losers of 6 straight. I'm tempted to just kind of take the over here. Didn't come through for me last time when I took the over in Charleston Southern at home, but I think I'm kind of tempted to take it here. I think they'll be able to score a shit ton of points. They obviously run at a really fast pace and give up a lot of points as well. Gardner Webb, absolutely atrocious both sides of the ball, worse on defense. They can put up some points, but they're off of that only 50-point performance. I think we should see, a little bit better than that coming out. 156.5, 157.5. I'll pick that. I don't know if I'm going to bet it, though. We'll see what else I've got.
Going same kind of here. Team total over 87.5 here. I like Charleston Southern. That is team total over 87.5, of course. I think that's just a better hedge on your over there.
Yeah.
Keep them coming. It's a good Monday night. Howard's laying 13.5 here against Coppin State. Over under is 145.5, 146. Shop around. I like the under here. This screams under game to me. We just saw Howard put up 88 against Norfolk State. Coppin State put up 80 and gave up 89 against Morgan State. I know that Coppin is very capable of allowing a team to score 100 points, but this just reeks of an under game for me personally too. Especially if Howard can drill Coppin. I don't think Coppin can match up well against Howard's defense. They haven't played yet this season. It is a road game. I think if Coppin State does step it up at all, we're going to see it more of a defensively minded game, especially with how Howard plays. So, and just with their offensive performances the last couple times out, I'll be going in under here. And I think the line is a little bit telling too that we're not seeing a 150 here.
Yeah, I would tend to maybe kind of the exact same play that you did last time, but instead just isolate Coppin State team total under instead of taking the full game under. Just kind of what you did with that last game out. Can we betting this? We betting Howard minus 13.5. I'll ride with you if we're gonna pull the trigger. I know it's our Howard boys. Had a tough loss at home 2 games ago against Morgan State, lost by 1. Uh, if you're betting it, I'll bet it with you. I'll be on the Howard side. Look at that team total under for Coppin State though.
All right, I got 3 bets already, 3 games in, and they are some stinky bets. I literally think like my phone was like, "What the hell is this?"
All right, I'm betting it. Me and Ken betting our Howard boys. Let's go. Bison up.
All right, let's go. I'm still going the under. Hopefully it hits. Coppin State scores 24 points tomorrow. So yeah, great 3 bets already so far. So now we got Lamar versus Southeast Louisiana. Lamar's laying 5.5 here against Southeast Louisiana. Sela lost. Lamar just played McNeese.
Heartbreaker.
Heartbreaker. I think they can bounce back here for sure against a poor Sela team, but the line is a little stinky for me with a 5.5, but I'll take Lamar. Check the page if I end up betting this one. I'm on the fence. The next one I'm not betting for sure though.
Yeah, I'll take Lamar here minus the 5.5. I think they get it done. They lost to Lamar. They lost to Sela earlier on this season by 8 on the road against Sela. I think they return. They avenge the loss there, get it done. Maybe look at this as like a Lamar money line, just like Brendan was saying in the chat. But I think I'm just going to lay it here minus the 5.5. It does kind of scare me a little bit just with, kind of a max effort game against McNeese. But I think they're able to get it done at home. 4 straight home game. They lost against the 2 really good teams there in the Southland, Stephen F. Austin, McNeese. Now I think they can beat up on Sela here, just like they did against East Texas A&M. So give me Lamar minus 5.5.
All right, let's go. Lamar minus 5.5. Kendrick Lamar, winners of Grammy, what sets the record for the. All right, I'm betting Lamar for that reason. Kendrick Lamar set the record for Grammys there tonight.
26, right?
20, I think 26, maybe 27 even. I think
right.
he just
Altline Lamar minus 26.
I think it was more. I think he got more. I think he won another one for 27.
All right, Altline Lamar minus 27.
Let's see. 26 total Grammy Awards, but I think it was 27 because I think he got an extra one, I think. Because if they count the Luther. Yeah, 27. Wow, 27. Unbelievable.
Mm.
All right, we'll lay it. Lamar or Syracuse, North Carolina. North Carolina's laying 11.5 against Syracuse. Over/unders 156.5 here.
You said you're not betting this game, correct?
I was thinking of a different one. I thought it was a different one that was next. I don't know Syracuse, I feel like is fugazi as all can be. They just had a good win outright. North Carolina winners of 2 on the road. I mean, this is kind of what they do, and they've been going in and beating up on these teams in Chapel Hill here.
Yeah, only problem is you got that look-ahead spot to Duke coming in on Saturday.
Yeah,
that's the only thing that's keeping me off of just absolutely laying it here with the Tar Heels. They're off of a 2-game road stretch. They beat Virginia in that good comeback win. Had a week off and took care of business on Saturday against Georgia Tech. Now they return home. I think they're kind of maybe looking ahead. I'll take Syracuse plus 11.5. I think it's too many points. I'm with Warbucks. Let's ride the Orangemen here. North Carolina's already licking their chops with Duke coming into town.
Yeah, I'll ride with you for that reason. That's exactly what I was gonna say. Is like it just feels like a smash spot, and to get rid of the Adrian Autry plan. I already see this up to 12 on Caesars, so let this climb, Elliot.
Yeah, I'll wait to bet it.
This one is what I was talking about. Boston versus Holy Cross. Just kind of refuse to bet Boston University games right now, man. Why do we want it? Why? They're one hell of a classic team. I did take Bucknell, though, against them, so I got that right. Your Boston team, they could be thinking, oh, this Boston's got it. Somehow they end up losing or go to overtime. There's some weird stuff over there in Boston. Now they're playing Holy Cross at home. I'll take Holy Cross. First no bet of the night.
Yeah, I'll take Holy Cross as well. I do like backing Holy Cross at home, but I don't really want to bet this game. So yeah, I'll lay off of it. We can roll together here on Holy Cross at home, but no bet.
Alabama State versus Florida A&M. Alabama State's laying 2.5. I will take Florida A&M plus the points. No bet. I feel like the line is a little bit stinky and telling, but second no bet for me of the night.
Yeah, man, I'll spar with you here. Alabama State, no bet.
All right, New Orleans versus East Texas A&M here. Just keep them coming. Some great games all around. We're at the 7:30 mark. Give me Master P in New Orleans. I like East Texas A&M at home, but I think New Orleans is better. They're starting to find their stride after their slump here in early on in Southland play. New Orleans does a great job of defending the interior. I think they can get some extra rebounds. I know that they won by 10 already, but I wouldn't be confident in East Texas A&M being like, oh, they already lost. Like, I'm not as confident in that play, but the line is a little bit telling, but it was a similar line even on the home, like a 5.5 line. So kind of standard home court there, 4.5 plus 1.5. So I'll take New Orleans. I think that they're the better team. Line is stinky, but forget the line. Give me Master P.
Yeah, I agree. I'm gonna be on New Orleans as well. I think people might be like, oh yeah, New Orleans beat East Texas A&M by 10. East Texas A&M is gonna be able to get a bounce back spot here, but I think they're really struggling here as of late. I think that New Orleans can get it done. They're really starting to figure things out, like you said, Huff. So yeah, give me New Orleans minus the 1.5. We'll bet this. And then looking,
we're gonna water on the pump fake pod. That's a first. Woo.
Nichols
heading
into Northwestern State in Natchitoches, Louisiana. Nichols finally broke their 5-game losing streak with a win, speak of the devil, over East Texas A&M on Saturday. Northwestern State, on the other hand, has dropped 4 in a row. Last time out, Saturday against New Orleans, lost on the road by 11. Now they return home after 4 straight games on the road. What say you, Huff?
Handoff play to Huff on Northwestern State. I'll take Northwestern State at home here. Just kind of worried. I mean, Nichols' defense is pretty solid. Both teams kind of do a good job at defending the 3. Nichols beat Northwestern already at their gym. Northwestern State loses a 4 straight, laying a point. I will take Northwestern State at home. Money line.
Yep, I think you're right on there. I think the Demons get it done here on the road or at home. Loses a 4 straight, laying points at home. Already lost to this team once. Give me Northwestern State minus the 1.5. Bet it up.
All right. This one. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Great game. Maybe the game of the night. Yes, I know the other game exists at 8 o'clock, but I don't care.
Yeah, too bad this is on ESPN Plus.
Ridiculous. This
they
is an
should've-
ESPNU game for sure.
Oh yeah, or ESPN2 even.
Amen, amen, coach. God is good. Let's go. Let's go. Yeah. Yeah. Hit that like button. It's all we get. I mean, we talking hours on end, all for free. Never a paywall. Never find me on Dub Club. You'll never will. Never, ever. None of that bullshit. They can sponsor us. No, they can't. But no, get out of here. Get out of here, Dub Club. We never a paywall. Always free. Never premium content. Appreciate you guys. Always free. That's all we ask. Just hit that like button. And you guys should hit that like button for Stephen F. Austin tomorrow. Get out of here. SFA program's back. Program is back under new Coach Brower over here, just like it was with Brad Underwood, their run, and then I think I can't remember why am I blanking the other one, but just Stephen F. Austin right away figuring it out. 19-3 under Brower. They've been rolling. They lost by 2 on the road at McNeese. Now they're catching 3.5. This line's already down to 2.5. I will take Stephen F. Austin here at home, catching points. This is an absolute get-up game. I think this place will be rocking just for McNeese here. Stephen F. Austin, best defense in conference play. They do everything so good, and McNeese is going to try to take you inside. They're going to try to live in the mid-range, and Stephen F. Austin has that. They can suffocate you around the perimeter. Give me SFA at home here. I think they win even outright. Let's go. Let's go, L. Shoe. SFA. Let's go.
Yep, I'm right there with you. I'm just going to play Stephen F. Austin on the money line, actually. I think that they get it done, revenge their loss. They're on the road against McNeese earlier on in the season. Battle of kind of first place, with Stephen F. Austin 12-1, McNeese 11-2. McNeese, one of the best teams, or is the best team in the nation in forcing turnovers. But Stephen F. Austin, they are really good at taking care of the basketball. Only thing that concerns me maybe just a little bit is the fact that Stephen F. only shoots about 66% from the free throw line. So in a tough game, when you're going to need some points down the stretch, can they make those? I think at home they can. So yeah, give me the Lumberjacks on the money line.
So yeah, actually, SFA, let's go. Coach, Zoe 101 type game here. Remember the show Hey Dude? Remember Hey Dude? On the Great Frontier out there, a little Western style show. Hey Dude. I'll be honest, I don't know the show. That's before my time, but I'll go check it out. A divorced, good-natured, somewhat bumbling father from New Jersey brought the Bar None Dude Ranch seeking escape from his high-pressure job as a New York City accountant. So he goes and buys the Dude Ranch. We're buying the Dude Ranch tomorrow. Let's go. Hey Dude play tomorrow. I never seen it. UTRGV, another Hey Dude play, laying 9.5 against Houston Christian. I kind of want to lay it, but I'm going to hang off. They win by like 7 and pretty dominant fashion. No bet. I'll take UTRGV though. I'll pick them.
Yeah, I'll spar you here. I'll take Houston Christian. I think it's too many points here, plus the 9.5. UTRGV just put up 106 against Incarnate Word on the road. Now they return home. I think maybe we see just a little lackadaisical spot here. Houston Christian stayed out on the road, only lost by 2 to Corpus Christi. They've already seen UTRGV and lost by 17 at home. Now we're getting just this 9.5. Give me Houston Christian plus the 9.5. I almost talked myself into possibly betting this. Maybe I'll wait and see if people bet it up after seeing that UTRGV won already by 17. I can maybe get a few extra points, and if I get to the double digits, I'll probably pull the trigger on Houston Christian.
I think it's going down. I think it's 8.5 now. So
Well, I'll spar you then.
it could go around. It could jump up and down. All right, fourth no bet of the night for me because this will be my fourth no bet. Grambling versus Alcorn State. Good spelling there. Alcorn State. Say it like a Canadian. Give me Alcorn plus the points. No bets. Fourth no bet of the day.
Yeah, spar here. Give me Grambling. No bet. I think they're the better team there again with Patrick Creary coming in over from Florida A&M. First year at Grambling. They lost 3 in a row, but they bounced back, got a good win against Jackson State on the road. Second game on the road, little concerning. I don't like laying a big number. This is kind of a big number for this WAC, so I'll take Grambling State minus the 4.5. No bet though.
Bethune, Alabama A&M. It's a great game. Bethune's laying 1.5 against A&M over there in Huntsville. A&M winners of 2 straight. Have not played Bethune-Cookman yet this season. Now they got a home game. Bethune, man, though, they've just been rolling. Winners of 5 straight. I'm not going to get off this train on Bethune here. I'm going to take Bethune. I think their defense travels. This is going to be a very physical type of game here. I even like the under in this one. Check the page, see if I end up betting, but it'll either be Bethune on the road or the under here. I think this is just going to be a very physical kind of style of game, and we see like a 70-65 type of score.
Yeah, I'm on Bethune-Cookman money line here. This is my front runner to win the SWAC. They're taking care of business now. You get second place Alabama and A&M, who's 5-3. I think they extend the lead here in the SWAC. They've been playing good, and I believe part of it, coincidentally, is Dr. Bradley finally coming back and being able to play for them. So he kind of came off the bench to start in his first couple games against Mississippi Valley State and Arkansas Pine Bluff. And then once they've kind of entered him into the starting lineup, the last 3 games, they've really kind of rolled here. So I'll take Bethune-Cookman minus the 1.5 or on the money line. I'll just take the 1.5. I think if they get it done, they win by this. I'm not going to, be scared of the 1.5 number. But yeah, lay it with Bethune here and Reggie Theus.
Let's go. Bethune under. Southern laying 4.5 against Jackson State. Over under is 152.5. Man. Books love Southern. The books absolutely love Southern here for some reason, but they just been kind of in a lull these last couple. I think that they could potentially bounce back, but I'll take Jackson State plus the points at home. I will say this is going to be a no bet for me, though.
Yeah, I'll take Mo Williams and company at home. We'll see if I bet it. I almost kind of like maybe just the over 152.5, a little bit better. Southern plays with a lot of pace, give up a fair amount of points. I think Jackson State can put up some points at home. Their defense, in possession length on the defensive side of the ball, number 1 in the country. It's like 15 seconds per possession or even less than that. So I think Southern will be able to score as well. So look at that over 152.5. I think that'd be the angle that I'd play. Check the picks page.
All right, Tennessee Tech versus Tennessee State. Tennessee State I see is laying 9.5 against Tennessee Tech. Over under here is 152.5. Tennessee Tech stops their losing streak. Goes 3-8 now in conference, winning against Little Rock at home. That was a pump fake pod play by me. Got to bet that. Come on, Little Rock's ass. Tennessee State been dominating. They also beat Tennessee Tech 88-76 on the road. I like this Nolan Smith team. I mean, Tennessee Tech, their defense is atrocious. Just kind of hate their offense. Their guard play can really just turn the ball over a ton. And that's where Tennessee State kind of likes to thrive. But laying that many points with Tennessee State in a rivalry game, it's down to 8.5. I'll lay it with Tennessee State. I don't know. I'll lay it with Tennessee State. I think they're better. I'm looking at Tennessee Tech's team total under 71.5. I could be talked into that. It's a lot. Tennessee kind of pushes the pace here, though. I don't know.
I'll take Tennessee State. I'm probably not going to bet this though. I think it's too big of a number, but I don't really want to back a Tennessee Tech team, so I'm not going to force a bet here. I'll take Tennessee State minus the 8.5. They seem to play close games, even against lower inferior teams, even at home. So give me Tennessee State minus the 8.5, but probably a no bet for me.
Yeah, I'll take Tennessee Tech's team total under 71.5. No bet as well. 6 no bets already. All right, Texas A&M, Corpus. Hey, we got a lot of bets already though on the day. Texas A&M, Corpus Christi versus Incarnate Word here. Over unders 137.5. Incarnate Word catching points on the road. Not a lot of points here. What say you, Elliot? You taking IDub or Corpus Christi here?
Yeah, I'll take Corpus Christi. Kind of a weird line. I'll probably end up this might be the one where I pair the money line with that Lamar. Maybe do a little Southland money line parlay with Lamar and Corpus Christi possibly. I do like Lamar at the minus 5.5 as well. So I might possibly double dip here with Lamar and just take the Lamar minus 5.5 as an outright, and then pair the money lines here with Corpus Christi and Lamar. That'd be the only way I'd bet it. I don't want to lay this big number with Corpus Christi, especially with the fact that Corpus Christi's already beat Incarnate Word on the road by 7 earlier on this year.
Yeah, and the over-under 137.5. I'm going to take a gross over here and take the over 137.5. I think we see this in the 140s. I know A&M, Corpus Christi, and IDub have pretty slow tempo, and A&M Corpus Christi's defense is solid, but IDub's defense pretty atrocious. I think A&M can kind of expose them. I think we see this game definitely sneak by with the foul game, and we see this into the 140s. So a little gross over here, hold your nose kind of play. All right. Texas Tech, Kansas. Texas Tech's laying 4.5 against Kansas at home. Texas Tech losing to Central Florida like we talked about. UCF plus the points, no problem. BYU. Kansas beats BYU on College Game Day. Now that they go to Texas Tech here, Elliot, Big 12 guy, are you going against your rivals there in Kansas and taking Texas Tech at home?
Yeah, I'm going to go Texas Tech here, minus the 4.5. Think it's a quick turnaround spot for a Kansas team who got a really good win against BYU. Texas Tech, on the other hand, yes, they're also returning home after that tough loss against UCF. Classic kind of sandwich spot. I'm sure you guys talked about that on the show on Saturday with Tech getting the win against Houston, then playing UCF, and then now heading back home to play Kansas on Big Monday. But yeah, if Peterson, I agree with Ken. If Peterson can only play one half, they're definitely going to have some issues. We'll see how well he can be able to, quickly turn around after sitting out a lot of that second half there on Saturday. And now you got a quick, day and a half turnaround to play. I think Texas Tech gets right. Lubbock is going to be going absolutely crazy there in the United Supermarkets Arena. I think I think the Red Raiders get it done here against KU, and KU's been on a tear, winners of their last 5, 6-2 in the Big 12. But Texas Tech gets right here, gets it done. I'll lay it -4.5.
Yeah, I like Texas Tech as well here. I think everything you said is perfect. They just got some slashers, especially now they're getting them off the loss, and who knows with Peterson up in the air. But he's a dog. Guy's a dog. But guys are sucking for NBA's sucking for him. I don't know why the Pacers are fucking winning. Losers, figure it out. You guys got sitting on one of the best rosters in the NBA next season if you can get snatched to Bonsta Boozer or Peterson. Anywho, Texas Tech, Kansas. I know the pace isn't there. I think we're going to see a step up defensively from both these teams, but this over has been cruising. I'm going to take this over. I think we see a high-powered offense here, even if Kansas only gets in the 70s. I think we see Texas Tech get into the 80s for sure. Massive runs through and through. So we're going to have to see it because not many of these teams are going to get to the foul line as much as we think. Kind of different styles of play. Texas Tech shoots a lot of threes. Kansas kind of disperses it around, kind of takes you inside a little bit more. I'm excited for this one. It's going to be a great one there in Lubbock. We'll do the Pump Fake Pod tomorrow at 11, so we'll be wrapping this game up and going to the Pump Fake Pods whenever this game's over. We'll start it. I will take the over 153.5. Also, Rhythm likes it, so we're going to call that our Rhythm play of the day here for the over 153.5 here. I think we see some points, and 153.5 is available. So taking the over for our Rhythm play of the day. It hit last time with Santa Clara -9.5. Let's go Rhythm. Great game. I agree. Hey, that's why I called it a gross over. They've been working, though. Sometimes they're stinky. They're stinky. Weber State versus Sacramento State. Talk about game of the night. Sacramento State catching a point at home. Oh, yeah. Sacramento State's been rolling. They beat the 2 Montana teams in a row. Mike Bibby absolutely bench pressing, and now they're getting this Weber State team who's kind of fugazi. Just had a home win against Idaho State. Already beat Sac State by 13 in Ogden. Get out of here. Sac State's been rolling. They've won 4 of their last 6, 2 in a row. They're going to continue rolling. 3 straight home wins. Sacramento State outright plus money.
Yep, I'll take Sacramento State as well. I think Prophet Johnson and Mikey Williams there in the backcourt are going to be able to kind of get it done against a Weber State team who can really struggle defensively. Weber on offense is really good. However, I think both of these teams really like to play with a lot of pace. And I think that's going to be, in the favor of Sac State here at home, especially with how well they're going to play or how well they've been playing. I like to think that Mikey Williams, Prophet Johnson each probably score 20 plus, and Sac State gets it done at home on the money line.
Final game of the night. Portland State laying 6.5 against Idaho State. Over under is 137.5. Portland State sneakily one of my most bet teams this season. I've realized a couple for mid-May. I love it. I do like this Portland State team for sure. First in the Big Sky, going up against this Idaho State team that's just disgusting and have been struggling. Really struggles against kind of big size, tall teams like a Portland State. But this is interesting. Last time went to overtime. I think Portland State drills. I'll lay it. No bets, though. Something just stinks about a backdoor for me here.
Yeah, I'll lay it here with Portland State. I think Idaho State kind of been in a little free fall. I know a lot of those games were on the road. But last time out at home, they lost to Eastern Washington by 18. Um, I think Portland State gets it done here, but I don't really want to lay the 6.5. So yeah, I'll take the 6.5, but or I'll lay the 6.5, but no bet for me either. I think it's too big of a number. We see a pretty close game. I mean, shit, that last game went to overtime, so almost could see possibly maybe a kind of a gross under here. I know 137 is not great, but maybe a gross under 137. Last time out, put up 180 total in that overtime win. So 180 now down to 137. The total ended at 154 in full time, and now they're putting this 17 points below that. Kind of maybe is a little bit telling. We'll see if I get to something. Maybe Portland State money line. I think they get it done and win. So could maybe look at adding them into a money line parlay. Maybe I'll do Portland State in Texas A&M Corpus Christi, and then just keep the Lamar minus 5.5. I'll figure it out. But yeah, check the picks page on that.
All right. So yeah, I got 7 no bets, 12 bets tomorrow, ready to rock. Check the picks page in the comments section. Little hour episode, no biggie. It's weaker slate, but we got some bangers, of course. And then tomorrow, absolutely got some bangers here from 6:30 onward to 11 for a Super Tuesday. So make sure to tune in tomorrow night. 31 games to discuss. Then followed by that on a Tuesday night, it'll be a late one. We got 62 games to go through on a Tuesday. And then Wednesday night for our rhythm play, we're going to go over 51 games for mid-major Thursday and to discuss our interview with our Rhythm CEO, Megan Lanham, as well, too. So looking forward to that. And it's going to be a great week. And then, of course, our Friday night banger slate. Need you back, Elliot. Need you back. I'll be there Friday night. This Friday. I don't think I'll be here the following Friday. We'll see. But definitely this Friday. Got to pour the whiskey up again. Kind of worked. The creative juices were flowing, and let's go. So yeah, let's go. Pump Fake Pod. Thanks everyone in the chat. Hit that like button. Like I said, it's all we ask. Make sure to go to the picks page. Twitter sometimes if you got Twitter. Instagram at pumpfakepod_. Tomorrow night. Let's go. See you guys. Appreciate you, everybody, and peace and love. Have a great week. Have a great February. Let's keep rolling. Absolute money making here in the Pump Fake Pod. Take it easy, guys. See you tomorrow.